really cool. And will you spell your name for me too?
Yes, it's Jasmina, and the last name is Germic.
Okay. And you said 24 years ago?
24 years ago, yes.
Oh my gosh. Did you feel like you had a lot of support 24 years ago? Just wondering.
We did from the community. My uncle was here, so it was we came to somebody, so it wasn't, but to get, okay, let's scratch that.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like, it's not
Yeah.
live, so it's okay. I mean, it's just a lot, to move and remember what it's like to be an immigrant. For
Yes.
me, I immigrated to the U.S. when I was 6 months old, so like I don't remember.
Yeah.
And I don't remember my naturalization ceremony, like none of that stuff. But if you remember that, like what a big change that would have been.
It was, and to add to it, it was also high school. So so I moved here in the summer, and I started school 2 months later with like 3 sentences of English. So, and we didn't have any ESL classes at the school where I was at until like a couple of months later, because it was just me and my cousin. So basically, at the end of the first school day, I was so happy to see her. She was walking on one side of the stairs, and I'm on the other, and I'm like, oh my God, like this was the hardest day.
Oh.
But everybody was so nice. Like everybody tried.
Yeah.
So.
And you did it.
And I did it. I mean, I finished high school. I was an honor student. I got my bachelor's from UMSL. And here I am.
Wow. I mean, are you proud of yourself?
I am.
Yeah.
I am. And I'm also very thankful to my parents who have sacrificed everything,
Yeah.
because it was much harder for them than for me.
Wait, so you said you've been here for almost 20 years then? Or
24 years.
No, I mean, sorry.
So,
at the Women's Exchange,
yes.
the Women's Exchange.
Yes, so I started working here when I was in college. Well, I was in UMSL.
Wow.
So I did like 2 days.
What brought you here?
Actually, it was a cousin of mine that worked here. It was a word of mouth. She's like, well, we're looking for somebody, if you want to do Friday and Saturdays, just being on the register. I was like, sure, why not? It was kind of close, to school, so I could, and came on and never left.
That's great though, because that means you like it.
Yes, I love what this place stands for. I love the history, and for somebody who has immigrated and been through the war and moved. I also lived in Germany. Just being at a place that has existed for so many years, it's really amazing.
And what is the connection for anyone who doesn't know with the Women's Exchange and helping immigrants and refugees?
So basically, what it is, I mean, if when you move here, it's hard. I wish like back then I would have known this for my parents, because my parents didn't speak any English. My mom didn't drive. I wish back then when we just first moved here, knew about this. It's a place that helps out when you need the most. Mm-hmm. And immigrating here and starting work, it's really hard. But this place is also so small, so it's easy to make it work.
Yeah.
So to say. But it's a great thing actually. So.
And so what is this place known for in terms of like the things that are behind you and all around?
So it's our famous cherry dress, which is cherries everywhere. Even my kids now, when they see cherries, it's like, Mom, look, is this from the Women's Exchange? Yeah. No. It's the cherry dress and the Women's Exchange salad.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it crazy that you're stepping into so much history
Yes.
too? Yeah.
Yes, it is. And it's just amazing to see like the different generations. Oh, my daughter had this dress, like my granddaughter, now so it's.
Yeah. And then what about the people who come here like in the same or have some sort of life experience like yours? How do you think the Women's Exchange impacts those folks who, might want to come here for community or for work or for whatever? How does it impact people?
So it's because we are so diverse but yet so small. So we have people from different backgrounds. We have strong, powerful women and we are, again, and then we have also the board with like all the different backgrounds. So it's just, I mean, to me, if I could tell anybody to come work, or find the work that they like appreciate, I would say like it would be the Women's Exchange.
And how do you think it's personally impacted you?
So me, like again, I'm just gonna go back on that history piece. I just moving so much and not being at a place for like long time. So just knowing that this place has existed for so long, it's just what makes me like, there is a forever, like, or however you phrase that, because I mean, after losing my home, everything, starting from scratch, just coming here and then seeing that like this cherry dress that's been in existence for so long, people are still wanting that, and so you can still like, it's that history piece.
So over 20 years, how many Bosnian women or men or people, folks, how many people do you think you've encountered?
Here?
Yeah, I mean.
Through the Women's Exchange or in St. Louis?
Oh, in the Women's Exchange.
In the Women's Exchange.
Yeah.
So we've had quite a few actually. And my mom being one of them right now, which she's a couple of years ago, 2 years ago she's been here. Either 5 or 6.
Okay, great.
So yeah.
And does your mom sew? Is that what she's doing?
No, she works in the kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah. So she started 2 years ago, and again, I wouldn't have brought my mom here to work if this wasn't a great place to work and be part of. And it's really also just being part of this amazing group.
Well, it's become a part of your identity, don't you?
Yes,
think?
yes,
You've been here for that
yes.
long? Oh my gosh.
So.
Is there anything that I'm missing about this wonderful place that you want to add, or?
I think we pretty much covered it, but I mean, I would want to put it out there that, if you can, come to lunch. You don't have to buy a cherry dress, but because then the other amazing piece is too, going back to like, I've been here so long, it's never the same thing. So we have 3 things under one roof. So when I get bored of like restaurant, I can jump into retail, and it's like, it's the vice versa that you can, and that's why it doesn't feel like it's the same job over and over and over again.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
Your blazer. That's it, unless, did I forget anything? No, you are amazing.
You did great. Yeah,
Am I red? Do I have like red?
Can we get you, like, what would you be doing if we weren't here? Can we follow you around for a little bit? I will stand out of the way, but you can leave your mic on, and Liz can.
Yeah.
She's just gonna sit at it.
Yeah.
That's fine too. That is fine too. So we can do that for like 10 minutes if you're okay with that. And you
I'll
don't
be
have
on my computer slacking Julie. This is what I need. This is what I need. You didn't get me this.
Okay, that's perfect.
So.
That's perfect. Thank you.
All right.
I was like, oh my God, it's me. It was great.
Did you take some
You
pictures?
I took a picture. I took a video. I thought I was your mom. Sorry. I was like, sorry, Night. I know you're downstairs, but also in St. Louis. Don't tell Sean. Remember? I told Yasmin, I was like, oh, you're one of my, my favorite. And she's like, I said, oh, well, when I lived in Shaw neighborhood, there was a Bosnian family that used to own Shaw Market. And I used to tell them they were my favorite Bosnian family.
And now, and I was like, and who is it now?
So I was like, not that you hope, but hey.
I originally from Bosnia, so up until 94, we stayed, and then we went to Germany. So I was in Germany, in Dresden, for 4 years till 98. And then I moved again to Bosnia, but not to our hometown because we couldn't go. And then we moved here like 2 years later, 2000. So yeah, that first 15 years of my life was like, compared to the 20 now, like that's why like.
It's a video of you
Okay.
working.
I'm gonna go print Ramiza's check.
We're not there.
Okay.
We're not here.
Go print some checks, yes. getting on any kind of TV or big screen.
I've never been on the Jumbotron before. That's a good one.
I know my kids. So I went to Atlanta to visit my cousin with my mom, and we ended up going to the basketball games. And so I like filmed it for the boys, and they were like, "How did you get on the Jumbotron?" Like, next time you go, we wanna go. I'm like, okay, but I don't know if you're gonna. But it was funny. But they just thought that was the coolest thing. I'm like,
It is.
It's a red shirt.
It's from here. It's from the exchange. Yeah.
Yay. Okay, so again, not live.
Okay.
All taped. If you say something, you can start over. Whatever.
Okay.
The very easiest thing is, what is your name? Can you tell me in a sentence who
Yes.
you are and what you do?
My name is Allie Cohn, and I am the board president.
And how long? Oh, spell it for me.
Oh, it's ALLIE, and then COHN.
Okay, and then how long have you been the board president?
Since 2018.
Okay. What do you like about? No.
No? Oh, the board president. Oh, sorry. I've been the board president since, oh gosh, I have to think about that. 2000. Yeah. Yes, because this is my second year, 2023.
Sorry, I was like-
yeah. Don't put that in there. I've been on the board since 2018. Sorry.
Okay. Well, what do you like about the Women's Exchange?
I love working with a group of dedicated and passionate women who we're all here to give back. We're all here to volunteer our time and our talent and our treasures. And it's an amazing group of people, both on the board side and the staff side. And we all come together to keep this place running and moving forward and helping others.
How long has this place been running? The
Since
organization?
our organization has been running since 1883.
Isn't that incredible?
Yes, it's a long time. It's a lot of history.
What started it?
So in 1883, the Women's Exchange was founded by women for women. The original group of ladies that got together wanted to help out other women who had fallen on hard times financially. And back then, women didn't really work, so it was kind of an embarrassing state of affairs. And so they would accept homemade items, food, garments, the cherry dress, from these ladies who would drop it off in the middle of the night and they would sell it at their store. So this group of ladies ran the store, they ran the tea room, and they would sell these items for sale and be able to give the proceeds back to these women who could then maintain their families. And
Isn't that just a wild world?
It
You're
is.
thinking about like people bringing in goods, thinking about keeping it maybe a secret from their potential partner, their husband, or whatever, to help make ends meet.
yes, yeah. Yes, a lot of times their husbands had lost their jobs or, were no longer there and they just needed some help to stay on their feet.
And then, so tell me about the cherry dress. What is the cherry dress?
The
What do we
iconic
know?
cherry dress,
Yeah.
yes. So that's probably our signature piece that we're most well known for. Honestly, Julie could probably talk to the
Okay,
cherry dress
okay.
better than me,
Okay,
or
I'll-
Susan, but I can say my little spiel. It's been our longest made garment that we have here. It's kind of a highly treasured, coveted piece. You see people out there all the time wearing the dress, and it's our signature piece that we love.
Yeah. What has kept you? I mean, I already asked you this in a way, but like, what is it that's so special about the Women's Exchange specifically, as opposed to any other organization that you could be a part of? Like, why
Yeah.
this one specifically?
I think because it was founded by women for women, and we are a female-led nonprofit organization, and we are here to help others live financially stable lives. And we do that through the sale of items in our tea room and our shop to support three main programs, which two of them are really centered on helping women. So I think it's that aspect of giving back to women. That's kind of where we started. That's our roots. And that's continued up into today. And even though women can obviously work now and it's socially acceptable, we're still helping those women who need a little bit more help getting on their feet or getting their businesses jump-started.
And how do you help them? Is it
So we have three main programs. So probably our most famous program is our Living Artisan program. So those are the ladies that make the cherry dresses and a lot of the other handmade items in the store. So we are able, through the sale of items in the tea room and the shop, able to provide them materials at cost to make their garments, and then obviously the storefront to sell those items. And a lot of these women would not be able to otherwise work. They either have sick family members or their own medical conditions that kind of keeps them at home. So we provide them the opportunity to work on their own terms, on their own timeline, and
Or they might
So
be
they're-
immigrants or refugees.
yeah, so that's our second program. Another program we have is our refugee and immigrant training program, where refugees who are new to the St. Louis community, we help them find jobs here. We provide on-site job training, social services, and some language translation services as well.
That's incredible. That's life-changing. for
Yes,
people.
yes. And then our third program is really our early entrepreneurship program. This one is probably our newest program, where we're working with early stage female entrepreneurs, mostly in the food business, who have access to our commercial grade kitchen and then obviously our marketplace here where we can sell their delicious food, and where they are able to jumpstart their businesses right here in our kitchen.
Oh my gosh, that's so. I
It
didn't
is.
realize that. the
Yes,
third one.
yes, yeah. It's relatively new, but we've had a couple of ladies who have already come and gone. They started their businesses here and are now out there on their own.
They gave me good, legit
Yeah,
good.
yes.
Can you name who they are?
It's I'm gonna totally mispronounce it.
okay.
How do you say the pasta one?
Oh, Vicini Pasta.
Vicini Pastaria. She's opened her own storefront in Lafayette Square.
What?
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
So she started her handmade pastas here and pasta sauces, and we would sell them at the carryout counter. And it got so big, and the demand was so high that she was able to branch out on her own.
How long ago was that?
That was probably
Years?
2 years ago.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And what's another one? Do you know? Or is
The
it-
macaroon lady, right?
Yeah, Elizabeth Lure macaroons. Yeah.
Elizabeth Lore macaroons.
Okay.
I feel gotta pan the camera
Where
over to
is
Molly
she?
here.
Do you know where she is now?
I don't know where she's selling them from,
Oh,
but
okay, that's all right.
Yeah, she makes them from home now. The big one would probably be, would you say Lily maybe? Or is there anybody else that you would want to highlight?
I think the big one would even be like our sugar cookies.
Oh.
So like
Mm.
she doesn't have a business name, but and she's anonymous.
Yeah.
Part of our program is that you can.
I feel like we should switch seats, Julie.
Oh no, it's okay. I'll ask her too. So that's
Okay.
amazing, though.
Yeah.
So that's a really like three-pronged approach to
Yes.
supporting and mentoring women.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
What are ways that the community can support you?
Yes. You can support us by shopping in our store, having lunch in the tea room. We always, of course, accept donations. I'd be amiss if I didn't point that out, but I think the best ways are really just shopping in our store, coming in, hearing about our mission, and taking a look around and meeting our people.
Do you know if your organization is like one of the oldest nonprofits, or how would you describe it?
I do think it is one of the oldest nonprofits in St. Louis. There is a federation of other women exchanges, so a couple of other cities still have their exchanges open. We were the first here in St. Louis, so that's an interesting tidbit. Others modeled their exchanges off of ours. Yeah.
I love it. It's so great. What am I forgetting that you want to maybe add?
I think that probably covers it. I mean,
Okay.
I think other folks' stories are probably more interesting, so.
No, you're right. It's great. This is wonderful. So thank you so much. That's all I need. And
Okay, great.
You did great, Allie.
You were
All
great.
right.
You did
Tried really hard
great.
not to say
You
but
want
I
to
don't
do
know.
too? It'll be wonderful. No.
I needed better talking points, but.
No, you were amazing. Seriously. I just think.
In the near future, but yeah, sometimes it's just helpful to have a pamphlet too.
I think so,
you know.
too, yeah. This is great. Okay. Do you have? No,
There's
no,
nobody in here
this
to
is-
see.
No, whatever. If you could just be doing something, we'll just take like literally 5 or 10 more
Yeah,
minutes
of course,
your
yeah.
time so that you can.
Here, not that, obviously you're talking about
That's so great.
You did awesome.
This is
question.
Sure.
Who are you in a sentence? What do you do?
Yeah, my name is Julie Peters. I'm the Executive Director of the Women's Exchange of St. Louis.
And how long have you been the executive director?
I have been the Executive Director since 2019.
Okay. And then did you serve on the board, or how long have you been connected to the?
I have been affiliated with the Women's Exchange since 2014. I started on our Board of Directors and transitioned to the staff in 2019.
Wow. So what do you like about it?
I love the Women's Exchange for many reasons, but I think the biggest part of it is the ability for us to help women and meet them where we're at. We are a non-judgmental organization to support women for whatever reason they may have some financial struggle and difficulty, and we're able to do it in a beautiful facility so that there's no stigma or judgment as we provide vocational training for women who are returning to work.
Yeah. And the history is insane. So how long has the Women's Exchange been in St. Louis?
The Women's Exchange of St. Louis was founded in 1883, and we remain in existence today.
Incredible.
It is.
What are some of the? I mean, I did ask Allie this too, but like,
Sure.
what are some of the primary roles that the exchange does?
So the Women's Exchange has mission the Women's Exchange mission serves women in 4 different capacities. We have our self-sufficiency model, which helps women gain financial independence to lead healthy and productive lives. We have our early entrepreneur system program, which allows women to build their business. So a lot of times we find women who have a really wonderful product that they've been making out of their home for a while, and they want to test it in a commercial or retail environment. So we're able to provide a place for them to sell their garments or food products at a very low cost to them. We have our Living Artist program, which allows women who have created a whole life of art to be able to monetize it and make a living wage off of those things. And then lastly, we have our refugee and immigrant program for people who have recently resettled in the St. Louis area to allow them the ability to find employment opportunities while still acclimating to their new community, working through language barriers, transportation, and just learning a new community. So we're really happy to be able to allow them a safe place to work as they go through a lot of life transition.
Oh yeah, big life transitions as we've seen.
Yes.
What do you think? Or I guess just knowing people over the years, what have been some of their responses, or have they ever shared with like how this organization or how you have impacted their lives?
Sure. So the Women's Exchange is one of tradition and generational legacy. So we have a wonderful board of directors that has been the stewards of our organization for over 140 years. And the thing that I think is most amazing is how the community passes that responsibility from one generation to another. So not only are we working with people who come to us on a day they never expected to need our support and services, but we also work with a community that loves and is so committed to our mission that they're telling their children, you have to remain involved, you have to volunteer. And I think that watching the legacy of having grandchildren of board members still serve on our board of directors is a testament to the work that we get to do each day.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me about the cherry dress, because I think most people know, but some people might not, right? They might be brand new. So what is the cherry dress? Why is it so iconic?
Sure, our cherry dress is what we are known for in lots of communities with little ones. It started in 1954. It's a handmade garment that we actually received a trademark on in 2016. It is, everything is made from hand, so our pattern is cut by women who are able to create these dresses for little ones on special occasions. Our cherries are currently made by refugee women as a means of survivable and livable income, which is really exciting. And most importantly, I think the thing that's so special is that we love seeing these dresses in the community. To so many people, it represents childhood and happiness and all of those great special occasions, but it also is a piece of work that is helping a woman survive and help her pay bills or cover, unexpected financial dilemmas, which is amazing. So we love seeing the dress on people in the community. We have sent it to dignitaries, celebrities, influencers. Just the idea that this dress gets to travel the world and show up on Christmas cards and paintings is just as important as it is the work that went behind it.
Oh, I love how you said that. Who has also helped make the cherry dress famous over the years?
Our cherry dress is been worn by people from presidents' grandchildren to celebrities like Andy Cohen. We've sent it to influencers, social media influencers. It's such a special garment. It's really well made. It's handcrafted. That heirloom quality, you could keep it for generations. I have a son who gets to wear his father's outfit after many years, which is really exciting and just is a testament to the high quality work that our artisans are able to create.
Let me think. What do you think is your greatest need in terms of support? Like, how can the community rally behind you?
I think that our greatest need for the Women's Exchange going forward is to remind people that when you shop here, when you eat here, the proceeds all go towards our mission of helping others. We know through broader news and world events that financial vulnerability of women is very real, especially after the pandemic. But it's something that has been an issue for the past 140 years. So when you buy a gift here, it's not just a gift for your friend, but also something that really helps people. We're also always looking for artisans who have a very high skill level of sewing ability. It's such an amazing organization to work with and share your craft. I know that our artisans love seeing their amazing craftsmanship in the community. So if someone is looking for that type of work and they have a high skill level that they would love to monetize, we always are on the look for fabulous artisans. And our artisans are people who stay with us. We've been able to create great relationships with them. We're able to provide different services. And so if there's ever someone who is looking, if you are between gigs from the theater or if work has slowed down for you a little bit, we encourage you to reach out to us.
Perfect. Is there anything that you want to add or that I'm forgetting to mention? What do you think? Is there anything I'm forgetting?
What am I forgetting? I think I said this, but I'll just say it again.
Yeah.
I think that the reason that the Women's Exchange is an incredibly important and critical nonprofit in the St. Louis community is our non-judgmental approach to the financial instability that women face. We work with women who are recent refugees and are resettling, to women who are experiencing a life event, whether that be a health crisis or a change in marital status that has left them with an inability to bridge the gap between financial stability and instability. So I think that idea that we are able to offer this beautiful environment for people to learn job skill, for people to feel at home while they're going through a personal crisis is truly our greatest gift that we can offer the St. Louis community.
Oh, that's beautiful. Do you feel the weight of this organization because it's been around for so long? I mean, no pressure, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so incredible, right? That you can really look back into the history and go, wow, this is not only is this a wonderful organization that I love, but this is a wonderful organization that has really impacted St. Louis and beyond in many women.
Yes.
Yeah. That's okay. They're
No,
fine.
that's right. Okay, I was like, this organization is one of the oldest in the country. The Women's Exchange was founded in Philadelphia, and the mission spread through the Eastern Seaboard and then traveled west. So we are one of the last few standing women's exchanges in the country. We're linked in mission, so we are independently, all of the money that we raise stays in Missouri. But I think that one of the things that the Women's Exchange faces is just the legacy and the commitment that the community has. So when it comes to my role in maintaining business, it's just to make sure that people have that same experience that they did 50 years ago. We have so many people who come and see us who had lunch in our tea room, 3 stores ago, and they want to have a very similar experience with their children or grandchildren. And so I think upholding the standards that people remember and being there for people's great days and rainy days is just something that's really important.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Perfect. I think that's awesome.
Cool.
You're so good. I mean, you just
Go call my mom and let her,
do,
yeah.
like, you have so many somebodies. I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe also Julie could show us the cherry dress.
Come on out.
And then obviously.
Oh no, you've been in there for so long.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. So a lot of people know us for our dresses, but our artisan program also includes things like our bibs that we embroider. We have towels. We always have these beautiful heirloom blankets that I think are really fun, along with the sweaters for children, which is exciting. So this is an example of our smocked outfits. So this is for a boy. This is our vintage Cherry David suit. So for, again, a toddler, which is adorable with high socks. Let's see where, this is our classic cherry dress. Let's do the shot this way. This is our cherry dress. Each one of these cherries takes 1 hour to make. This is fabric. Yeah, so if you saw the fabric upstairs, we cut all of the fabric and then they are able to stitch it. So, other examples of cherry garments that we make is we make this adorable dress for little ones. And then, let's see if I can find other items that we want to show.
No adult sizes.
No adult sizes, I know. But here's another example of this, just the smocking and the. Yeah, we also have these really sweet. These are also part of our artisan program, which I think people forget. They think of us for the cherry dress, but we have such adorable little giftable items. Our loop monkey over here has been made for over 40 years. So many times we'll get moms and dads who are having their children who want the same animal for their children, which is so sweet. Okay, let's see. And then let's see, we can just look. Just these. Yes, so these are all made to order, and we have things like our name panel dress. Yeah, they're so sweet, and these are special occasion items for people. So, people sometimes they come to us and they're like, "I'm having a baby. I've been so excited to buy something from the Women's Exchange." We have these darling storybook dresses. Sorry. Perfect. Then do you want to just walk for a second, or? Yeah. Okay, let's just go for a walk. Children's books. We have really fabulous children's books.
You guys only make the clothes, right?
We do the clothing. We do have artisans who do things like our bath products. So this is a company called Be Lovely, and she does this amazing body oil with dried flowers, and it's lovely. It's just lotions. We work with Kathy Ferreira, who's created it's called a 21 free nail polish. So it doesn't have those harsh chemicals that other nail polish brands have in it. And she's just fabulous. The nail polish lasts for days. But we also work with local vendors. I'm sure you've heard of companies like Golden Gems. So we sell some of their product. We have their keychains, which I love. Their candles. So we really focus on, even for our vendor items that we may not make in the store, we really want to make sure that we are bringing female-founded brands and vendor items into our store to continue serving the mission of helping women launch their businesses. And then this is our artisan jewelry. This is a little bit more for like our older lady, but they're lovely gifts. All of these again. Our artisans use the highest quality product, and it's just a great gift for yourself or for others. And then our tea towels, which again are all made.
There's hair privilege, there's skin privilege, you know, all these things. All the things. Women endure them all, you know, like. Yes. And I do feel like it's funny too, because I used to
Cool. All right.
like I can see